Okay.
Hi, I am Britney Ledesma, and this is the Just Okay podcast, which you probably know by clicking on it. Today, my guest, I'm so excited. I don't even think you understand. I'm so excited. I love this person to death. It's my heterosexual boyfriend, Dylan Sullivan.
Hello, welcome me. How's it going, Brittany?
Oh my God, so good. How are you?
Good. I'm good. We were just explaining how you went to ASU, but you did it online.
Yeah, I did it online because Texas State, I partied too much, had too much fun, got depressed, dropped out, and then did school online.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what got you all depressed?
Just a case of the rapies, you know.
Yeah, one of those. I hear you.
What a strong
Yeah,
start.
what an opener.
Do you want to explain anything, say who you are?
Oh, I mean, what can I say that the fans don't already know? I'm Dylan Sullivan. I've been on Lights Out with David Spade. If you've never seen that show, David Spade played the llama in Emperor's New Groove. You can also see him in Hotel Transylvania 3, Summer Vacation. And I was on that show.
The most
I was on
critically acclaimed
television.
one.
The most critically acclaimed Hotel Transylvanias, some may argue. But that's who I am in a nutshell. Let's end it. The podcast is done.
That's the podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Thanks so much, guys.
Oh my God.
Appreciate it.
So you just got back in town recently. How's it
Yeah.
been?
Oh, it's been incredible. Texas is finally not disgusting hot. And I feel like this is where me and some other fats thrive is the fall winter area.
Yeah. I mean, that's my favorite time of year, too, just because, like, as soon as it hits fall, no one expects you to do anything for the rest of the year.
No.
Until January 1st to, like, February. You're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dylan doesn't have to do shit for 4 months, and Dylan's going to be saying no a lot.
This is a new Dylan.
I know, this is a new me. I'm working on saying no to people. Dylan, kill this guy with me. No.
I can't do that anymore.
I can't. That's the old me.
I would love to, but I can't.
If it was summer or spring, maybe.
Warmer weather.
Warmer weather
Yes. This Dylan, no.
pits people against each other.
It really does.
It's too bad. But how'd you like ASU online?
Back to this. Oh my God. I retained like nothing I learned. I enjoyed it. It was what it was.
It was what it was.
I feel like I was cool with doing school online by the end of it because at first I kind of had FOMO. I like the glasses.
Thank you.
But then everyone else had school online during the pandemic, so I was like, oh, they're all copying me. I'm already used to this bitch.
Yeah.
Like they were just like I'm a trendsetter. Yeah.
I went to online school once. I graduated high school a semester early. So because I took courses because I hated school and I wanted to get out. So I took courses at BYU, Brigham Young University. They're online classes.
Okay. Smarty pants. I graduated.
A little Mormon.
Ooh, a little Mormon.
They're a big Mormon school.
Why is it every time you get behind a microphone, you start talking about Mormons?
I think they're fascinating. I think they're fascinating creatures. I think we're almost at the point where we should allow them into society. Almost.
There's like a heavy Mormon population in Austin.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Especially North Austin where I grew up. They were kind of like, no caffeine is so stupid.
Right. Get over yourselves.
Yeah, stop being
You
such a
selfish Mormons.
bitch.
Yeah.
Guess what? Jesus drank wine.
Yeah.
So can you.
He's not going to be mad at a Dr. Pepper every once in a while.
Yeah, I remember they would have to date in secret in high school and stuff. I'm like, this shit is gay.
Yeah, and they would get like all up in arms about like holding hands, like that was their. They wanted to have sex so bad, but they couldn't.
They were the horniest out of all the religions.
Yeah. And they were all gay, in my experience.
Really?
Every Mormon person I knew was gay. Not actually, but I assumed.
Have you ever had sex with a Mormon person?
No. Still haven't. Believe it or not.
You still have a chance.
I still have a chance.
Yeah.
I think I could change their minds. I think if you got me in front of a room of like 10,000 Mormons, I could make a couple points.
Should we go out to like a Mormon? Where do Mormons go out? They don't drink and they don't do coffee.
You know what
do we go out to the library?
Yeah, the library. They really like theater. Mormons are huge into theater for some reason. And then they also don't like gay people. It's a weird conundrum
We
that
should
they
go
find
out to
themselves
the
in.
theater and go tramp some Mormons.
Yeah, let's
and
go.
Take their virginities.
Let's go Mormon tramping at the theater.
Let's go catch ourselves a nice Mormon guy.
Yeah.
Or gal. I don't know.
Whatever your preference.
Yeah.
I guess it's 2021. We can
Yeah.
fuck gender role. I don't know. Whatever those people say.
So you had bugs in your house. And I
Yeah.
heard that
We had fleas. It
you
broke.
had fleas. Jordan didn't have fleas. You had fleas.
Yeah, that's how Jordan likes to tell it. Jordan always likes to assume and put responsibility on others. Any shortcomings, it's never Jordan, is it?
That's true.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, this is what you're doing wrong." Okay. But okay. So this guy I'm seeing has a dog, and I think that's where the flea came from. Anyway, we had fleas in our place, and I used this powder that's supposed I set traps in our living
Oh my
rooms.
God.
If you ever get fleas, put a pan full of dishwater, and I put like a candle in the middle. They're attracted to heat and light, and you trap them all.
And they die in the dish.
And they drown, and it's really fulfilling. And then I also got this powder stuff that's supposed to like dehydrate them to death. So I doused my room like 5, 6, 7 times the amount that you're supposed to with this powder.
So I heard you did that around the time that we got back from... Jordan is his roommate.
Yes.
And Jordan works for me occasionally.
Yes.
He is my bitch.
Yes.
And you're a bitch. But,
yes. Of course.
Of course. What's mine is yours.
Yes.
Yours is mine.
I assume.
You put the powder out then, but I heard up until like a few days ago you were still in the living room.
It broke my mind, Brittany. It broke my fucking psyche. The feeling of thinking they were all dead, and then like one jumping on your leg.
Oh, that is scary.
I was like, I can't do this anymore.
Willie had fleas one time, and you know those like you can gas them to death.
Yes.
So
they have gas bombs.
Yeah. So I had a even smaller 1-bedroom back in the day, and Willie had one flea on him. And so I gassed the entire apartment with 2 different ones, but I did it too much. So whenever I went back in, I had to open all the windows because I was getting lightheaded.
Yes. Those things are no fucking joke.
Up.
Yeah.
It's like it can kill a flea, but it can kill a person too.
It really can. I know so much about fleas now, Brittany. I know so much about fleas. It's fucking rank.
Oh, it's rank.
Yeah, I don't even know. It's just, they're bad. They're bad, and I know everything about them. I look at them how people in the 60s would look at the Vietnamese. How do I understand them to kill them? And the fleas put up a fight, as you could remember about Vietnam. And
that's why you're in the living room.
That's why I'm in the living room.
They don't want to die.
No.
They're fighting.
Well, they're fighting. I've kept the powder. I basically turned my room into Chernobyl for the fleas. So there's no life in that room. There's no life in that room at all. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll like walk through, because I think they were coming from outside of an apartment from someplace. So sometimes I'd go smoke a cigarette in these shorts without any socks on, and I'd let them get on my legs, and then I'd run to my room.
Oh my God.
So they all be just obliterated.
Oh my God.
Oh, I hate fleas.
I do too.
That was my first experience with like a flea sort of situation. No fucking joke.
It's traumatizing.
It's traumatizing. It's awful. Then they get in your head to where you think there's a flea on you even when there aren't fleas on you.
Yeah. It's really hard.
It's been a rough Dylan's gone through the go of it these last couple months. Thank you. The support of my heterosexual wife is...
We love each other.
We love each other to death.
We're waiting.
We're waiting until marriage, too.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Sorry, we just got so
Sorry,
horned up.
got lost in the moment.
Lost in the moment. Oh my god.
But what's been going on with you?
Oh my god, what has been going on with me? Well, as soon as you came back from Denver, I went to Denver.
Yes.
And so I got to see some of my friends there, which was a lot of fun.
Nice.
You know, good old Colorado guy.
Alec Flynn.
Oh my god. My lovely pal, Alec Flynn.
He's great.
Yeah. It just like... he has his life so together. It doesn't make sense that there's a comic like that. Like, comics generally don't have their shit together.
Yeah.
It's too much. Like,
generally they have fleas.
yeah, generally comics have fleas and are sleeping in the living room because of it.
Yeah. No, he's got his life together, and it scares me when people have their life together like that. It makes me question what they're hiding. Because I think more than often than not, they're fronts for being serial killers.
Yeah, I could totally see that with him too. Absolutely.
There's no way Alec Flynn hasn't killed a woman. At least once.
At least once. Yeah.
Or at least small animals.
He, whenever I was there for like 5 days. I hung out with him a lot. We went out one night and I blacked out. And he didn't. He dropped me off. But then he pissed his bed.
That's awesome.
So it was like, you know what? I'm okay with this. Like, I was like, yeah, I got blacked out, but you pissed the bed, loser.
Yeah. Pissing the bed trumps, being too drunk.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. What a fucking loser.
No, he's great. He put me on his Sunday Funday show. I hated the crowd, absolutely. I bombed every time I went up in Denver. I did good one show. Well, I did well one show. And the rest of the time was just, I was like, why am I here?
What was the show you had fun at?
It was at some bar that comics own.
Yeah, yes, I went to that bar. I forget what it's called.
Olivia, I don't remember her last name.
But that's a really cool room.
Yeah, it was a good room. It was a good crowd. I did well. I did like
and yeah,
10
comic-owned bar.
Yeah, it was cool. It was really cute. I liked it. I got to see one of my friends from college while I was there very briefly.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was fun. She came to the show too late to see me, and so I was like, what you gonna do? Like,
now we're just at a bar, basically.
Yeah, and she was like wanting me to sit with them in the front watching comedy. I was like, I'm not gonna do that.
No.
I don't like watching comedy.
That's one of the cardinal sins, especially too. It's like everyone's going up, and then you sit front row.
Yeah, it's just like, that's not a comfortable situation for me.
Yeah, comics are the back of the room type of people.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool seeing her, but I only saw her for a couple minutes.
Mm. Did you do any like touristy stuff?
Oh, absolutely. You know me.
Hell yeah.
I did my tour. I love being a tourist.
What'd you do?
I pretty much just walked a shit ton in Denver. I went to Union Station. I mean, I took the train to and from the airport. I rented a car, but the place wasn't going to open till later, and I didn't want to wait, so I just...
You took the train into Denver?
Instead. Yeah.
Cool.
I felt like really cool, and then I realized I really do love trains like so much. I wish it was a mode of transportation we had around here. And God, trains are the best.
Yeah, they are.
I sound so spectrum-y right now, but it's trains are a great time. I mean, I don't.
They are.
No shame.
Some Amtrak action. I used to live in Chicago, and their public transportation is really good, like trains and subways and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And I would just get shit-faced because I knew I could just go on the train and everything would be fine. There's never a surge price for a train.
That's true.
You just train.
Whenever I was in college at Texas State, they had a train. It wasn't like an Amtrak. You couldn't get on it. But I wanted to live out my hobo fantasy.
Wait, it was a train you couldn't get on?
Yeah, so it was like one of those like that just goes through the town.
Oh yeah,
And
like
so
carrying
yeah,
shit.
but it goes past the bars and then would end at my place. And I was like, I wish I would have lived my hobo fantasy and just had been drunk, hopped on a train, hopped off at my exit. I know that when you hop off a train, you should roll, I think.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I felt like I was prepared with that knowledge.
Yeah. You should have done it.
I know.
We should go back there.
We should go back.
Wait. So that's in what town is
San Marcos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You and Jordan, when y'all first moved to Austin, y'all didn't live in Austin. Y'all lived in
Divine,
which was not Divine.
Yeah, it was not Divine. Although they had this place called Divine Tortilla Company.
Were those?
Really good breakfast tacos. Really
Okay.
good tortillas.
I love me some tortillas.
Yeah. My God. Were you a big breakfast gal?
I'm a huge breakfast gal.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
All right, walk me through your like perfect
Oh,
breakfast.
my God. Well, it switches up. It depends on what mood I'm in. Whenever I go out for breakfast, I'm like a plain Jane kind of bitch. I want hash browns,
Sure.
2 eggs, sunny side up, probably.
Wow.
If I'm feeling saucy, maybe scrambled, but probably not because a slice of toast,
What kind of toast? Just white?
sourdough.
Sourdough. That good choice. Good ass choice.
I know. And refried beans, but that's just because I'm Mexican and I like them with my breakfast.
Britney.
I like my beans. I literally had that for breakfast this morning. It was so
Oh,
good.
I love bean and cheese tacos in the morning. You ever been to Taco Cabana?
Yes. Have you ever been to this little place called Taco Cabana?
It's this little scenic place right off the beaten path. And they've got bean and cheese tacos that you can get through a drive-through.
Oh my God. No, you need to go to El Tacorito.
Is that actually a good taco place? Because I like bad taco places.
I can tell with Taco Cabana. Well, their drive-through isn't far from you.
It's a drive-through?
Yes.
Sign me up. Sign me up. I can't tell you how many meals I've eaten in a car alone listening to Joe Rogan Experience. Just eating
You're
chicken
my
sandwiches.
Type of man. Tell me more about elk meat, baby.
Oh, hell yeah. And I'm just like eating shit, you know? Just like smoke a cigarette while eating a taco.
Someone told me the other day, he was like, it makes me really sad that when I do Uber Eats, I have to eat in my car. I'm like, why? I'm like, it's literally like just a normal thing to do. It doesn't have, I go to restaurants by myself fairly often.
Yeah.
I don't mind eating alone.
Let's shed the assumption that meals have to be with people and have to be not in cars. I love a car meal.
I do too.
It's a nice day, you know? You can park wherever.
I like, if I'm feeling, if I'm feeling saucy, I may sit in the back and have my trunk open, sit in there.
Really?
If I'm feeling saucy.
Oh yeah, you have
I have like a car. I can
yeah,
sit
you have
in.
like a car.
Yeah, I'm not just driving a Corolla, sitting in the trunk of it, eating tacos, just poking my head out. Hey,
Hey, what's up, guys?
I'm gonna go back to my nap and my bean and cheese tacos. Oh my God. Yeah, in Denver though, breakfast tacos weren't a thing. They just had burritos.
Yeah.
It's like go big or go home, I guess, but
It's not the same. I prefer a taco because you can also get different types of tacos.
yeah,
too.
you don't have to have one.
Right. You don't have to sign up for like one big thing.
Yeah, that's too much commitment. I want a sample.
Exactly. Give me a sample in the form of a taco.
If you can't put it in a taco, I don't want it.
These are the real issues, and we're bringing them up, and people are scared.
I think this is going to be really controversial.
Yeah, look what happens when the mainstream media finds out about this.
Mainstream media.
Car tacos. Cool.
Oh.
What's bothering you in your life?
What's bothering me in my life?
Yeah.
I've had a pretty good week. I have nothing to complain about.
Okay, hell yeah.
I wish I had some shit talk. No, I don't.
No, it's good.
I feel like I've been, not able to figure out what I want to write, and that's annoying, but that's fine. It's not like I have anything else to do, so I just sit around and wait for it to happen.
Yeah, same here. I don't know what to write either, and then everything I write is like, oh, this is terrible.
I just don't want to write about depressing things anymore. I'm like, I want some just clean jokes. When is that going to happen?
You got this. Clean joke Britney.
I know. She's going to be a new gal. No rape jokes.
No rape jokes. Oh, no.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Jordan's always like, whenever he brings me on Opa, he's always like, this next girl will cover the rest, abortion and rape. And I'm like, I only have like 4 rape jokes.
Yeah, what the hell?
I know. But I guess 4 is a lot.
I don't know. Is it?
No. It's not enough.
It's not enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jordan is a
Cis white male.
He's a cis white male, and I remind him that every day. I say, Jordan, you're a cis white male. You don't have the privilege to speak in this apartment. I know you pay the rent, but sorry.
Rules are rules.
Rules is rules.
That's actually the rule in Austin, Texas. Cis white males can't speak.
Yeah.
Sucks to be you, Jordan.
Sorry, Jordan. If you're watching. He's at home right now seething.
Oh my God. Giorgio's birthday is coming up, so I got him a framed picture of Jordan in the tits.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be such a great gift.
I know.
You got to make sure he doesn't listen to this then.
He won't.
Okay, cool.
I don't think any of my friends watch this. Oh my God.
No, that's not true. I saw, you're getting, literally over 100 views on each video.
Sometimes they do well. Sometimes. It depends on what the fans want. I don't know what
Who
they
do you
want.
think's watching?
Mainly men who keep trying to ask me to show them my feet, but it's okay.
Good luck, brother. Been down that route.
Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know. That's what's been bugging me recently. I've made jokes about selling feet pics, and I was like, if you just Venmo me, But I have a foot collab coming out with Sam Lopez.
Really?
God, yeah.
That's awesome.
It's the weirdest. And so I'm just like, just wait for that, then Venmo me if you feel like if I deserve it.
Are y'all going to do OnlyFans?
No, it's like she has, I don't even want to give away her idea, but essentially Feet will be involved and it's like a podcast thing.
Feet and money.
Yeah. I'm like,
wow.
And so I'm like, you know what? She asked me to be her first guest. And I said yes, obviously. And so I'm just like, just wait for that and then Venmo me if you feel like that was enough.
Yeah. Do guys just want pictures of the feet, or do they want you doing stuff with feet?
I've had just feet.
Stepping in cottage cheese or something.
I've had people ask me just for pictures of the sole and stuff, and I'm just like, this is so weird.
The sole, I would think the little danglies would be the most. I'm not a foot guy. So
The little toes.
The little toes, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's so weird. It's just weird. It's a bit much to be getting that, especially one of the guys turns out to be an open micer. I think he's very new, but it's very uncomfortable.
And he asked you for feet pictures?
Yes.
Wow. You're going to have to tell me off air who this is.
I don't even...
I wouldn't know him.
So, yeah, you wouldn't know him either.
Because I've been on television.
Yeah, and I've been on an extra on a streaming service. So.
Yeah. Technically speaking, you're doing better than me.
I know.
You made it to Netflix before Dylan did.
I know.
And I'm a little pissed.
It's just because we're a power couple.
Yeah, exactly. We're like Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Absolutely.
Except
I'm Jay-Z. I have the same nose as him.
I'm okay with being Beyonce. Because I got a fat ass.
Yeah.
Got fat ass. Better marry me. Better marry me. I got a fat ass. Why'd you cheat? Got a fat ass.
I'm going to be putting a ring on it, so,
Yeah. That's good.
But, yeah.
You hear Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian are going to Disney World and shit?
Yeah, I don't like that. I mean, I really convinced myself recently that it was feasible, the idea of me fucking Pete Davidson. Look, I think it is at one point in time. I think it could happen.
But not anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it's clearly been crushed, but I still have hopes that it won't work out with them.
And that's all we can do.
It's hope.
It's hope.
There's a hope. I mean,
Pete's just slaying
he's
out there.
just giving out dick to every bad bitch ever.
I saw him. Who was that? That chef lady. She's like Italian or Spanish or something.
I have no idea.
And she's really hot. She was at a Lakers game with Pete Davidson and Chris Rock, and she's just gorgeous.
Things like this hurt me.
I know. And the more that happens, the more I think I might not have a chance with Pete Davidson.
We can both cry together about it.
Yeah. Since we're a heterosexual couple, that'll be our one celebrity, coupon, our pass.
Yeah, our pass is Pete Davidson for both of us.
Yeah.
Separate times. Or we might
I don't
have
even think he's hot. I just want to be used.
I don't see, he's not traditionally attractive either. It's his charm. And that's what some, model was literally saying, is he just has charm. He has a great relationship with his mother. And I'm just like, damn.
Is that a big thing for women?
I think with him, because he
that,
doesn't have
attractive?
a dad, I think it's hot.
Oh. Interesting.
I'm just like, he has a good relationship. Odds are he's going to treat a woman better if he has a good relationship with his mom. But
my dad's dead, and I have a pretty good relationship with my mom.
That's really hot.
Is that hot?
It's so hot.
Okay, hell yeah. Thanks, Dad. Son's slaying down here, bud.
You'd be so proud.
He'd be so proud. I'm slaying.
What was it like telling your dad you were gay?
I remember I saw the movie Savages. Mm-hmm. And it was the one with Blake Lively and those two guys. And then I just, after I pulled out a cigarette, and I have a joke about this in my set from Lights Out with David Spade. And,
do you want me to link the set below?
Yeah.
Let's try and get it trending.
It was the least viewed stand-up video on the entire show. And, be that as it may, I'm not saying, I don't think I was the best comedian on that show, but my views were significantly low by a huge margin. There's people in the industry. I've been trying to, get, representation or do whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh yeah. There was this one person one time that was like, oh, have you done anything with Lights Out with David Spade? Oh, we'll have to look that up. And I'm industry, baby. Why are you having to look it up? I've got over 60, almost 72,000 views.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah, but the rest of them got a million 5.
Okay, who gives a rat's ass? I had 1,000,005. Guess what?
I think it's because I had a joke about beating up a black kid. I think that might have pissed off the YouTube gods.
The YouTube gods. You see that?
But it wasn't even about that. People didn't listen to the joke. There were some people oh, look at this racist ass joke. You didn't listen to the context.
You have to, yeah. People, I think, are so quick to be mad about something just because they have nothing else to do.
Yeah, exactly.
As soon as they hear something that, could potentially be bad, instead of listening it through, they're like, I want to be mad.
Yeah.
I have nothing else to do with my time. I want to be mad about something.
I feel bad for Kevin Hart. He deserved to do the Oscars. I think they actually offered him after the fact.
I think so too, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. But how? Because you've seen the transformation of pre-COVID comedy in Austin to post-COVID comedy in Austin. What do you notice different about the scene and stuff?
Well, I'm glad you're here.
Thank you. I'm telling you, you were the first person that I met. You were one of the first 2 people that I met in the city. I was getting drunk at Iron Bear, which is a gay bar, And I was like, I need cigarettes. So they're like, that coffee shop over there sells cigarettes. And so I walked over. And then I remember I walked over to get cigarettes. And I was like, oh, like, there's a show happening at this coffee shop. So cool. I'm going to try. And I went up to Ivan, who at the time was your co-host. And I was like, hey, can I, like, jump on? And he's like, no. And I was like, that's weird. I've been on television. But then I think
That's weird. I've been on television.
I think you guys looked up my Instagram and then saw I was cool, and they're like, yeah, come on, do as much time as you want. I think that's the respect I've been looking for. That's the respect. And you guys threw me up, and then we all became friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you and I got stuck together.
During the snowstorm.
Yes.
That was like a month into me being in Texas.
After a month of knowing each other, as y'all remember, there was a snowstorm. People in other states were like, y'all are pussies. It's like, no, we're not equipped here.
Yeah, we're not equipped. We're not pussies. We need help.
I mean, Dylan and I went on so many 7-Eleven runs.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember the car couldn't
Yeah.
go. It kept going backwards. And then the guy behind us was like honking all mad at me.
Yeah, so it was all snowy. Brittany was driving up this hill, and then like halfway up, we start to slide back, and this car was so pissed off that we couldn't get up this hill. And it was this old guy in a van, and he was just mad the entire time. Like, what do you want me to do in that situation?
Also, like, there's another lane. Like, it's not like anyone is on the road right now.
Yeah, this is a snow tundra. There's space to get around.
Yeah, it was wild. We had the best time. We got really drunk. We
Yes.
hung out at a podcast studio. I ate the most jerky I've ever had in my entire life.
Oh, yeah. Giorgio really came through.
Yeah.
He got us in the podcast studio. We had a diet of jerky and beer. All you really need.
I call it the Joe Rogan diet, actually.
The Rogan diet. I think there was actually some of those,
There were the
drinks.
Kill Clips, yeah.
Yeah, the Kill
Those are
Clips.
so good.
The pineapple jalapeno
I
one.
always have
I
Giorgio
love a
steal me
spice.
them from his work.
That's great. Spice and sweet. That's fucking cool.
My favorite one is the strawberry lemonade.
I haven't tried that one.
I think it's a strawberry.
What's the
lemonade.
thing? Is it just like an energy drink, or does it also have CBD in it or something?
It's an energy drink. I think it has a lot of vitamins in it. Maybe they have some with CBD, but I don't know.
Anyway, pretty cool drink.
It's really good. Big fan.
Big fans
Big fan.
of Kill Clips over here.
Yeah. And we just got really fucked up at a studio. We podcasted. There were just random giant dildos hanging around.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
We got into those, obviously.
Avi.
What else would you do? If you see a giant dildo, obviously you take it.
Didn't we try to record something and didn't?
Yeah, probably. I feel like there were a lot of failed attempts at podcasting. Giorgio was like, okay, yeah. And then he just never did it. He was like, I think it's best to just not.
Yeah, these guys are, they're like, nah.
You and Jordan had I slept on a ghost bed.
Mm-hmm.
You slept on an air mattress? Or
Yeah, you had a king-size mattress for you and your small dog, for a small woman and a small dog, while, like, 700-pound me and 180-pound Jordan split an air mattress.
I feel like saying 180 pounds for Jordan is too nice. He
Yeah,
weighs
165.
less. Yeah.
I was just trying to be nice. I would give him some of my weight if he was more dedicated, but I just don't see it in him. And
Not all of us have lights out with David Spade.
not
potential.
everyone has been on television, and I try to look at those who haven't with empathy. It gets hard.
I know. I know what you mean.
Because the top is a scary place. People don't mention that. Drake knows. Drake knows how scary it is being on top. So that's we hang out. Well, we haven't actually hung out in person, but I think he'd like me.
I think Drake would like me.
Yeah.
I think we would have a
We should have him on the podcast. We should have him on the podcast.
Oh, shit. They actually went to... He seems like a fun guy. After the whole Astroworld fiasco, they went to Dave & Buster's.
Yeah. Why was everyone mad at Travis Scott for that? I feel like that's kind of not his fault.
It's like... I don't know. I think with Astroworld, there's so many takes you can have on it. It was sad. Travis Scott, though, does incite a lot of, like... shittiness at his shows. Like, he's like, fuck the security guards, don't listen to them and stuff. At other ones in the past, he's literally gotten arrested for inciting riots.
Hell yeah.
But
See, these seems like positives to me, but keep going.
but then at this one, I'm just like, it was just, it sucks. But there were like so many people just running through and like past the gates, like rushing them. So it's like legitimately too many people got in the festival. But on the bright side, at least it's finally white people whose last words are "I can't breathe," and that's nice. That's progress.
Oh fuck! It's the first time that's happened. I'm sure.
I know, in a very long time, and some Mexicans' last words. But I'm just gonna think of the white people that died there.
What was it, like 8 people?
And now it's up to 11.
Really?
Yeah, they're dying from the complications after. It's really sad.
Of what? Hearing dope music? I'm sorry.
That
That's
music
very
just
bad.
leaves you brain dead.
I wonder what song it was during.
I don't know. But the funniest part to me about the whole Astroworld thing is like the same day he released a song called Escape Plan. It's like, that would have been a good idea to just have one.
To have an escape plan.
It's like forgetting to do the dishes, and then it's like on your mind. You're like, why don't you just rap about this instead?
It's eerily similar to that other song he has. What's that one? It goes like, he's like, doing sold out shows. Everybody's dying in the audience. Keep the show going. Weird.
Weird. Oh my god.
Weird coincidence. I forgot that song name.
God, I mean, I feel like the kids who died, it's really sad, but they died doing their favorite thing.
Just going to
They were
Astroworld.
going to Astroworld. The last things they heard were, "It's lit."
It's lit. It's lit.
It's lit. Travis Scott was right. The party never ends.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised that the audience didn't die from Goosebumps or some other name of the song.
Yeah. I mean, this kind of cements that Travis Scott will be famous forever now, though.
I know.
He's got the McDonald's meal.
That's true.
He's got everything.
Well, everyone's like, oh, the devil is like involved with us somehow. I'm like, I mean, is it? Or does maybe the portal to hell just look like a cool idea for a stage?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Seems like a cool idea.
it looks lit.
Yeah, I saw some people that were like analyzing it, like, yeah, and at the stage, it's where the third eye comes in. And I was just like, all right, dude. People like really believe in satanic stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I remember growing up, because I was like raised in like a oddly, absurdly Christian home. They were all like, Pokemon is the devil.
Really?
Yeah.
That extreme?
Yeah, I mean, it was wild. I couldn't watch Harry Potter growing up.
Really?
Yeah, I've just passed it, like it's not worth
You haven't
watching
seen
now.
it?
No, I haven't.
They're on HBO. I have someone that I'm kind of like seeing right now.
Mm-hmm.
He also grew up like super Christian. And so he wasn't allowed to see Harry Potter. So I sat him down, and over the course of 2 days, we watched 8 Harry Potter movies.
That sounds excessive.
It was, but I needed him to be a part of the culture.
I don't
and
think I can be.
You should too.
I don't know.
I think you and I should take 48 hours and get an ounce and and just
Well, only after.
catch you up to speed.
I also haven't seen a lot of other movies though. Like it's like
Do you not like them? Do you not like watching movies?
I just talk through them.
Okay.
I'm just that bitch. Like if I'm at a movie theater, I'm eating my way through it, so I don't talk. But if I'm at home, I just talk through them. Like last night, the guy I'm seeing, he came over and we watched a movie, but he found out I have never seen Forrest Gump, and he overreacted. He was like, "I'm gonna make you watch that." I'm like,
That is a movie that you kind of have to see.
I get the gist of it. Jenny gave him AIDS.
Yes.
That's it.
That was the moral
And then
of the
Forrest
story.
runs, either away from Jenny or somewhere else. That's
Or away from AIDS.
away from AIDS.
We don't know.
That's true.
We have no idea.
I just like, I'm okay with most movies not seeing them.
What's your favorite, or what movies do you really
I grew
like
up
watching?
on like weird movies. Like my grandma used to make me watch a lot of classics.
Yeah.
but like a lot of classic horror. So I watched a lot of Alfred Hitchcock growing up.
Oh, cool. So like Vertigo and like the bird
Psycho,
one.
the birds. I don't like birds because of that movie. I think I grew
It's a terrifying bird movie.
especially to watch when you're like 5.
Yeah.
And then you see a bird outside, and it's just traumatizing.
Oh yeah.
You don't want one looking at you after that.
No. Birds are kind of evil.
Oh yeah, they're freaky.
At least crows.
Yeah, I mean, like in Austin, thankfully we don't have like a lot of birds. I feel like compared to other cities, San Antonio has a lot of pigeons and stuff.
Yeah.
We don't have like any birds like that you can feed. We just have homeless instead.
Yeah. What happened to all the homeless people? That thing passed.
We made it illegal. Yeah, we made it illegal to be homeless now.
But where
if
do
you're
they
poor,
go?
You're out jail probably.
That's wild.
It's really sad,
That
but
shit's wild.
yeah, we had that. But yeah, birds are probably evil. I feel like they're just they don't. There's no way they're not. Yeah.
I don't like how they turn their heads.
They do that a lot. And then they'll stare at you, but like
They
for too
know
long.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like I feel like I stared at a crow one time and they like knew all the bad shit that I've done in my life.
Do you think maybe it was like one of your enemies
Yeah.
reincarnated?
Yeah,
from
I think
past
that
life?
could definitely be true.
I think if I was reincarnated, I would want to be another person. I wouldn't want to be reincarnated as something like a rock. Like, how much would that suck?
Yeah.
Because then you're just a rock forever. When do you die as a rock again to get reincarnated?
That's a good question.
Because then you turn into pebbles. Are you 2 different pebbles or are you dead?
Yeah, and then after pebbles, you're sand, and that's a whole nother thing.
Sand.
Ugh.
Oh.
Whoa.
Don't get me started on sand.
You know, Brittany, you told me your podcast was controversial, but I didn't know we're diving into these waters.
I know. Sand. I'm not a fan.
Wow. So you grew up on a lot of classics.
Yeah. And pretty much just that. Yeah. Like weird movies like that.
What would you
Wizard
and your
of Oz.
family do for like bonding stuff?
Willie, stop. Willie, hey, it's okay. My family for bonding. Hey, Willie.
Hey, Willie.
Willie, sit. Hey. Willie, get in bed. Willie, I will fight you. You're being such a good boy. You're being such a good boy. Such a good boy. Stop it.
Okay. Your dog is so small that pillow probably killed it. It hasn't barked since. I'm worried.
Willie's dead now.
Hey, what's this behind you?
Oh, Sam. The first night at bed, when you left, Ron made out with 2 chicks and put his head between a cocktail waitress's breast. Also, was grinding with multiple fat women. When you left, crying at clutch, Ron was holding hands and dancing with a female and took down her number. Multiple people in the house should know, therefore you should know the truth. Jersey Shore bitch.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's my favorite thing.
It's right next to your ASU degree.
It's the most important things I have. I feel like I need to frame my birth certificate just to say I have one.
Oh, you majored in psychology.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Thank you.
Would you ever like, I know like comedy is your main thing, but would you ever like, if comedy wasn't your main thing, do you think you'd be doing psychology?
Yeah, my plan until I put all my effort into this was to go to medical school because I did a minor in biology.
Oh yeah, you need that, right?
Yeah, for medical school and to become a psychiatrist. So, because like therapy is too involved in someone's life. Like I can't listen to you every week, but once a month and then just let you pop pills, I'm good.
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, that or like be a caseworker in a hospital. I think that would be fun. But like one of the psychiatric units, like an extreme case, like just something that would keep me on my toes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what I wanted to do. And then I started doing this and then I didn't stop it.
Wow. I would love if you prescribed me some drugs.
I would love if I could prescribe me some drugs too.
I don't know if you've ever, I was on Klonopin for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
It's an anti-anxiety one. And this was back when I was like in college and had feelings.
Yeah.
The more I've learned, at least in my experience, like, because when I was younger, I would have all these, like, suicidal thoughts and plans. But as I got older, I got more resentment for the world. And now my attitude towards life is, it's so bad and shitty that I might as well. That I might as well. You know?
Yeah. You were on Klonopin. I used to love taking K-pins.
Aren't they amazing? I felt like confident in myself. I felt like I could just I felt chilled out.
I had Xanax prescribed to me, and so I had like the baby version of that.
Nice.
But then I developed an issue with it, so I stopped taking them. But it's like the moment you go past being prescribed and more to like just forgetting everything that goes on in your life because of them. But it was fun.
Yeah.
Xanax makes you forget a lot. My friends used to take them a lot.
How is Xanax?
It would just chill me out. I used to have really bad panic attacks, like to the point I like couldn't drive. Like I remember like in high school was when I started getting them, and like the nurse was like, "Yeah, you can't drive home. We have to have someone pick you up to go home. Like it's just too bad." So then I got prescribed Xanax by this like weird psychiatrist. She made me meditate before they prescribed it to me, and it's like rude. Just give me drugs, but fine.
Wild.
I know. Was not a fan of that. But now I meditate and I'm like, I get it.
Were you ever like a suicidal kid?
Yeah. I was a little angsty. I shred the gnar.
Yeah.
Which means cut myself. I shred the gnar.
Shredding some serious gnar in the tub.
I think I ended up moving past it a little more in college just because a lot of it was familial related. So it was more just like that untreated depression, anxiety, and then like I finally started taking my mental health seriously in college.
Is that the first time you saw like a therapist?
No, my parents, I had anxiety as a kid, but they put me in anger management instead of going to therapy.
Because they thought it was an anger problem?
It's like your kid has anxiety. Yeah, I've always been more anxious than depressed, but my anxiety leads to depression, so.
Right. What's your anxiety around,
A lot of it's social, but it's mainly just like, again, related to my family. Like I really distance myself from them as like an adult, and like I'm working on like building healthy relationships with them.
Yeah.
But it's it takes time.
Yeah, I think that's pretty healthy though. Get some like distance from the fam. I remember I got along with my family a lot better after I moved out.
Same.
When I was a kid, and I would like have these intense fights with my mom.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, oh, I can't. Her and I were on like totally different like expectations and like shit like that, and I was like, I can't be in this fucking house. I'm gonna move 1,000 miles away. And then I did that, and then like instantly our relationship improved.
Yeah, space helps a lot. It's so like weird to live with someone for 18 years. I'm just thinking about it. I'm like, if I had a kid, I'd be like, at the age of 5, you're on your own.
Yeah.
Like,
or could you imagine just having like a roommate for 18 years?
Dude, that would suck. I would. Yeah. Roommates and I had one really bad roommate in college, and I was just like, never again. Like, this shit is not for me.
Yeah, I've had, luckily, see, I've been the problem as the roommate.
I am the problem.
I am the problem. Part of the reason there's some times where I lived by myself, and it was just like, I'm doing this for you guys. I'm doing this for you. Like, luckily, Jordan's a good roommate, albeit he's kind of like, a prick sometimes.
He is a prick.
Yeah, he is. Other than that, he's pretty good. I don't do dishes, and I tell everyone that before I get into that situation, and they're like, "Ha!" And I'm like, "No, I really need to tell you, like, I'm not doing dishes. And they're like, oh, haha, like, yeah, you'll leave them in the sink or, whatever. And I'm like, no, I don't do dishes. I'm not fucking with you.
I was on Lights Out with David Spade.
I'm not going to change. I've been on television, Lights Out with David Spade. I don't do dishes, bro.
You don't do dishes.
I'm really bad at them. Jordan's trying to make me a better person. Blah. And
Jordan needs to stop making us his projects.
you and I are probably his top projects.
I think so.
Of like
We're not
people
friends.
he wants to fix.
We're people he's trying to fix.
I know. It's so frustrating that he's trying to do what's best for us, and I don't like it.
I don't enjoy it at all.
Yeah. I need it sometimes, but I don't like it.
Yeah. I like that whenever he works for me, he's my bitch and he can't fix me.
That's great.
It's my favorite power dynamic because I'm like, one mess up and you're fired, bitch.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's like turning on what he wants to listen to. I'm like, are you sure about that?
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
I think I'm your boss.
I'm sorry. Are you my boss now? No, bitch. Turn on Taylor Swift.
I said you're gonna be out here digging them holes all day, and if you're lucky, you'll get a shower token, Jordan. But you're gonna find me that goddamn gold, and you're not gonna say shit. That's what I would do.
That's exactly.
Oh, Sigourney Weaver in Holes. Incredible.
Remember that movie? Watched that movie all the way through.
Oh,
I'm sorry, another
Brittany.
disappointing thing.
It was a book too. I think I Spark Noted it.
I didn't read until 6th grade.
Was Spark Notes a thing for you in high school?
I didn't read at all. I would just do the summary at most.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I couldn't do Spark Notes. Spark Notes was too long for me.
Wasn't it? I was
and Spark Notes felt so long. I'm just like, tell me it in 3 sentences. What is this book in 3 sentences?
Yes.
If it's more, I don't want it.
Exactly.
I am dyslexic, not to brag. I am.
Ooh.
I know. So I went to a dyslexic school in 6th grade for it, but where I had to learn how to read. But I essentially has BS all my way through like high school, and like just writing very well to make it seem like I knew about something, and I had no idea what I was talking about. And so like that's how I know I'm a good writer, is just because I was able to BS my way through all of school and college, just pretending I knew stuff about things I had no idea.
College is pretty nice in order to BS.
Oh, yeah. College is the best because, like, you also just need C's to get degrees. Like, you don't really need to try that hard.
Yeah.
Just do it. You don't have to try.
At my school, D was considered passing.
Really? They do say that, but for some of the classes, they would make you retake it till you got a C. I was like, well, then why are you lying to me?
Yeah, I had to retake a class. I'm really bad at math, and I went to art school, and I had to take one math class. And it was one about, what was it? It was like lasers or something. Lasers? And I thought it was going to be...
You thought it was going to be lasers?
I thought it was going to be something cooler than it was. And I failed, like, pretty hard. I had to retake a class. I was like, ugh.
I've never failed.
Really?
No, I have somehow managed to never fail a class, and I've always dropped out of classes before I would fail them. Like, it was...
That's smart.
It was philosophy. Philosophy was the only class I thought I was going to fail in college, so I dropped out way before. Because there was too much reading involved. I was like, I'm not going to do this. Like, I just won't.
Yeah.
I don't think I read... I read for my English classes a little bit, but I just know how I am.
What was your favorite class?
Ooh, probably one of my criminal justice classes.
That's cool.
Yeah, I was a major in criminal justice, and then before I transferred schools, I was a dual major, criminal justice and criminal psychology, but they didn't have either of those majors at Arizona State Online. So essentially, like, I did 3 years of college on criminal justice.
That's sweet.
So cool. Yeah, I loved learning about it. The cases were interesting. I got to learn about, like, law.
Ooh.
I know. I was like, I would go to class stoned every day until I realized that my teacher was like the police chief for like the campus. I was like, no, never mind. But it was fun learning about it because I felt like I was smarter than the average citizen. It was like, you can go up to 10% faster than the speed limit and not get pulled over.
Really?
Apparently none of that's true because cops do whatever they want, but
Yeah, it seems like that's the case.
But
I have a cousin, and she married a police officer, and he's like, "Oh yeah, if we want to pull you over, we'll just pull you over."
That's so scary.
Yeah,
That's so scary.
it's good to see you, Greg. I didn't even ask.
It's like, okay, I will remember to not bring over my black boyfriend again.
Yeah. I've never been pulled over. Actually, I've been pulled over once, but I haven't gotten a ticket.
Same.
Hell yeah.
I've never gotten a
it.
ticket. I take so much pride in that. I also don't really speed though. Like I go 10 miles over max. I'm not like reckless.
Yeah, me too. There was one time I got pulled over. It was on 420 when I was in high school, and I got my med card.
Okay, bad.
Yeah, I was a bit of a bad bitch. I got my med card my senior year. This was before weed was like legal. And you would just go to a shady doctor, and I had like a football injury, luckily. And I was like,
We love a sporty guy.
Yeah, I love a sporty guy. And I remember the doctor, I knew that it was a shady doctor because the guy had like too many of his buttons on his shirt unbuttoned and like a gold chain. And I was like, oh, okay, you're a doctor. And I was like, okay, sweet. So I get my med card. One day on 420, we're rolling around. My friends are being idiots in the back, and we had a pack of Oreos. So we're just throwing Oreos at cars. Just drive by and throw an Oreo at their car. And we got pulled over because they thought someone had called in and said that people were throwing hockey pucks at their cars.
It's like, no, this is an Oreo, you imbecile.
Yeah, this is an Oreo, you idiot. But we had like a lot of weed on us. And my friend in the back is one of those like, he's always been this way, but now he's more, like the social justice kind of people, where it's like fight the power. And I'm like, okay, but like in this situation, just chill.
Yeah. Just chill. Yeah. Sometimes you don't need to say anything.
Yeah, exactly. And he was doing the most bad. He's like, well, what was your reasoning for pulling us over? I was like, just shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Jordan.
In the wrong.
Yeah. And do you think telling this cop like fuck you is gonna get us out of a ticket, or worse, him search the car and see we have a bunch of weed on us and we're all high? And so I had to apologize to this motherfucker while I'm trying to talk down the cop, saying that it was Oreo, and and all the while he's like, I want to see in the handbook where this is illegal. I'm like, Jordan, shut the fuck up, man. This is so. You were not helping.
Was his name Jordan?
His name was Jordan.
We have bad luck with Jordans.
I know. Well, I have complicated relationships with Jordans.
Me too.
Over my life.
Me too.
It's something weird because they're good people, but they're complicated.
Some of them are good people. Some of them are raging cunts.
Really? What's a Jordan that you know was a raging cunt?
My best friend growing up, her name was Jordan.
Oh, Jordan as a girl is a lot different.
Yeah,
too.
Jordan as a girl. Jordan as a guy. There is a hot guy I grew up with named Jordan.
Same.
And when we were in second grade, he went over by the cubbies and he was like, I heard you have a crush on me. I was like, I do. And he was like, well, I'm not into you. And I was like, okay, you didn't need to bring it up.
Hey, I heard you had a crush on me. I just wanted to come by and say that I think you're repulsive.
Just
have a good day.
I think you're a sack of shit. See you at lunch.
See you around. God damn it. Yeah, Jordans
are so finicky. I think that's exactly also the same vibe I get from Jordan.
Yeah.
He's like, hey.
Jordan, my roommate, love the guy to death, think that he might be responsible for my demise one day at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely. If I ever die.
It's because of Jordan.
If I ever...
You heard it here first, folks. If Jordan Shelby, if Britney Ledesma or I wind up dead in a ditch somewhere, question that guy first and don't believe anything he says.
anything.
He's a liar. And he's a pretty good friend.
He's a great friend.
Yeah.
But he's also a sack of shit.
But he's also a sack of shit, manipulative, fucking evil. Like,
He just...
I don't trust his squeamish little eyes.
He's an empath. It's like, okay.
Yeah. He's one of those
He wants
empaths.
to give everyone a chance.
He's one of those empaths that are like, yeah, it's just like, I just like to create a distance of self between women. He's like one of those guys that, like, he could convince you that him cheating on you was a good thing for the relationship.
Absolutely. Why does that sound so accurate?
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that's like, babe, I had sex with her because I love you so much. And after I came, I realized how much I'm in love with you.
And not her.
And not her.
That was a good thing. It's
Thank you for giving me that experience, and let's talk in a week. Like, what the fuck just happened?
He'd be like, you asking me not to cheat on you with people is actually stepping over my boundary.
I'm kind of an empath, so this is really hard for me to be up against the wall like this.
It's really, I feel things for so many people, and it's just really rude of you to say that I can't tap that ass.
Yeah. Has anyone asked the question, and maybe this is something that we need to explore but haven't been, what drove me to cheat on you?
It's like, have you ever thought how you got me to cheat on you? Why you made me do this?
Let's take some responsibility here. Let's take 2 weeks where we can do whatever and then come back and reevaluate.
And then
Piece of shit. But also very kind.
he's very
loving
kind,
and funny
loving,
person.
funny, very good friend.
But a snake
But
that I'll never truly trust.
I trust him, but I always have one eye open.
Yeah. Judas.
Dude, whenever I'm in South Texas, I'm always so scared he's trying to take my job.
I get that feeling all the time.
And I'm just like, do you have to sleep with one eye open, worried he's going to kill you and wear you as a skin suit to do comedy?
See, I think Jordan's at the point of manipulation where before he kills me, he's going to convince me to off myself. Like, I think he's that good. He's that good.
He's so good at what he does.
Yeah.
Dylan,
you should start having a coke problem.
Okay.
Okay. Well, if you say so.
That'd be really good for your career.
I'm like, yeah, he'd convince you and be like, wait, Jordan, who'd you get this coke from? And he'd be like, a friend. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, if you trust me, he's like, are you going to do any, Jordan? No, but you should do it right now in front of me.
He never does anything with people.
He
never used to, whenever I was drinking, he would never keep up with me. I'm like, what a bitch.
Yeah. He doesn't really get to that place very often.
Yeah,
I don't know if I've ever seen him there.
I've seen him a little drunk before in South Texas, but that's just because.
Let's get him shit-faced and figure out if he's...
Let's get him shit-faced and interview him.
Yeah, that would be good.
We need to write down 50 questions each minimum. Get a lie detector test as well.
Do you want to? You, me, and Jordan get shit-faced, sit on this couch, and talk to the people?
I would love that.
Okay.
I'm going to have to get really stoned. I'm not drinking anymore.
Okay. We'll get you super stoned. We'll get Jordan super drunk. I'll be drunk just because.
Did you know if you mix baking soda with alcohol, you don't taste the alcohol?
Really? Mm-hmm. How'd you find that out?
TikTok.
Oh, okay.
Also, this is not us planning to do this. We would let him know. Just for the people out there. We would let him know. We care deeply about our friend.
Yes.
He is
an honest guy with no hidden agenda.
He's an interesting guy. He recently bought a pair of fake tits so he could get more views on his TikToks. It's
been great. He had the fake tits out. They're like, they got nipples and everything. And they're
I don't want to know if he jacks off with them. Like, he could titty fuck
Jordan definitely does. But you know what he does is he like puts so it's just a fake pair of tits you put on.
Does he
you wear as like a vest. I feel like what gets Jordan off is like putting that on the ground, the fake tits, and like putting a pair of women's bikini underneath it and like some hair he's collected of women's over the years.
We're making him,
And he just stabs the ground with a knife and jerks off.
we're making him sound like a serial killer.
I wouldn't be
Norman
surprised.
Batesy vibes,
Yes.
but we love him.
Yeah, but great guy. He's awesome. Scared.
If you want to see what he looks like, go to Drunk White Boy on TikTok. I will not be adding him below, but if you...
Don't give him confidence. The more followers he gets, the more power he has.
That's what I try to do. Yeah. See, this is why every time one of my friends almost goes viral, I like to report a couple of their videos.
Yeah.
Keep them humble.
Yes.
Alec Flynn. I reported 3 videos. Didn't help.
They didn't get taken down.
No, I was so upset. I reported 3 videos for harassment of the heart.
Oh, wow.
No. But no, I did report several of his TikToks for, I don't even remember why. I think one of them he had his feet out, and I was like, this is gross. I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
Obviously, ew.
I have weird feet.
I have weird feet too. They're like pretty normal, but also like, I have like a hunchback for a pinky toe.
Really?
I have a fat pinky toe.
See, mine are like, they're like this, but then the 3 like curl up. So they're like a claw
Oh,
that I
you
like
can
grip
catch
the
things.
ground with. Similar to a falcon.
Are you part falcon? I don't know if I can trust you.
That would be a large falcon. You never see fat falcons. That'd be kind of cute, though.
I love looking up fat animals because they're so much cuter.
Oh, yeah.
What is it about fat things that are cuter?
Just them being more immobile. And like, sure. All right, you talk it up.
I think everyone is obsessed either with fat things or like little things. You know, like, oh, it's so tiny, it's so cute. I think that's the same thing with its fat. Like, especially fat babies. Fat babies, that's a big thing people like.
Oh, yeah. It's like, there's a point where being fat gets not cute, like at a certain age.
Like, I don't know, because dad bods are just a little chubby.
Yeah. Luckily, see, like, I do decent for, like, how fat I am. I do decent in the dating arena because there's this whole group of people that I found that like fat guys and like them getting fatter. And I'm like, ooh, I could be your god.
I mean, that's how it was in, like, the 1800s, I think. They like being fat was, like, hot. You know, like the kings and queens, they were all fat.
Yeah.
It's like, can I just, like...
We need to bring the power back.
I think Lizzo's starting to. I think we need a hierarchy. I think we, first of all, get done with the government. We say kings and queens only, obviously.
You're right, of course.
King and queen of Texas. I'm saying vote for us for the
Favorite heterosexual couple?
of all time.
I think that would be a really good thing. I think this society needs more kings and queens. I think we need more beheadings, too.
I think we need to skinny shame people.
Yeah. Fuck you, bitch. I don't care if you've got a degenerative intestine disease.
Figure it out.
Figure it out. Get fat or stay poor.
Start, you know what? Steal people's fat. I don't know. Figure out how
Figure it out.
Yeah, figure it out.
Figure it out.
It's not my job to tell you how to do it. Get fat, bitch.
God.
You know what?
It's like people don't want to help themselves.
I know. Start eating lard. Come on.
Come on.
Come on. You know what goes great with breakfast? You know what goes great with coffee? Lard.
Lord. Brittany, you're a pretty fit person. What do you do?
What do I do? Oh my God. I work out like every day.
Oh,
I
okay.
lift weights, and then I do cardio, and I walk a lot.
What's your cardio? Do you run or do you like do it in a gym?
I used to run, but now I just do it in a gym, or I walk like a couple miles a day.
Bike or something?
I do the stair stepper.
Stair stepper.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
wow, that's
yeah.
intense.
I like doing it. It's fun. I think of it like a challenge, and I listen to a podcast, or like I lied. I don't listen to podcasts. I listen to a book, or I listen to like music, and I do it.
That's cool.
But I'm recently in recovery from eating disorder, so I'm figuring out a
Hey,
healthy.
congratulations.
Thank you. It's weird. I don't know how I feel about it, but I'm cool with it. I'm just like, you know what? Rehab is off my list of things to do.
Did that take a while?
To get there?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, oh my God, I didn't even think I would do this at any point in my life. It's something I've had since I was in 8th grade. So I was like, oh, this is what life is.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, this isn't what it has to be. Jordan saw one of these TikToks, and it was a body positive one of someone showing their stomach before and after they eat. He was like, who the fuck is this made for? And Giorgio and I both have issues with body dysmorphia. And I was like, Jordan, that's literally made for me. This is what actually helped me get healthy, was watching this girl get bloated after she eats, you bitch. I am if you ever have weird food videos come up on TikTok that's here's what I look for before and after I eat. That's for me.
Yeah.
That's for me. So
Jordan doesn't know a thing about anything.
He looks beautiful at all times, and that's his.
Yeah, that's his curse.
Yeah, he doesn't get it, what it's like to struggle. But, yeah, I don't know.
So that's been cool. What do they tell you to do, or what do you do?
My biggest thing I've learned is I either emotionally restrict or emotionally overindulge with eating. So I've just been asking myself why I eat, and weightlifting has really helped me figuring out that I have to nourish my body.
Yeah.
I have to, I need a lot of protein. I'm not eating enough protein. Instead, I'm eating, shitty things or I'm not eating at all. And so it's not going to help me out.
Right.
I want to get strong, bitch.
Yeah. You the goal is strong and healthy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Also, I just want a fat ass.
Hell yeah.
I already have a fat ass. I'm
if you're doing those
Stairmasters,
holy shit. Those things, I remember when I was doing my whole fit thing.
Oh yeah. By the way, Dylan hasn't always been fat. If you think he's just a fat, if you think he's just a fat heterosexual guy, guess what? You're wrong.
Yeah. If you think he's just a fat fag, you think again.
Yeah. He's fat. He's gay, and he was on Lights Out with David Spade.
Yeah. Ever heard of it? Not a lot of people have. But
he's hard to miss, but you probably did miss him on there.
Brittany brings me up that way sometimes. That's so fucking good. And sometimes the audience doesn't get it, but I know. I do it makes myself. Me really happy.
I did something the other day, and I was just doing it to make me happy. And Jordan's like, "Why are you doing this?" I was like, "Cause it makes me happy, you bitch."
I know. He wants to compartmentalize everything because he's a killing psychopath.
But yeah. He also used to be fit as fuck.
Yeah. I went through this big phase. Oh, I got to tell you about this. I know we're running a little long, but can we?
Yeah.
Okay. So I lost a bunch of weight. I was a fat kid, lost a bunch of weight, had abs, started to get the abs thing. I was pretty built. Mm-hmm. I was having hookups. I was getting to date people that I always wanted to date, that sort of thing. And it was awesome. But so then I lived in Chicago, and one day I was training to be a boxer. I was doing training for boxing, and I fell weird, and I broke this weird bone in my foot. And I went to the doctor, and they're like, "Oh, this is the worst bone you can break. Never break your fifth metatarsal, which is the pinky equivalent, but in your foot."
Hunchback.
Yeah, this part right here. Don't break that. I broke that. I couldn't walk for 8 months. So
Were you in a wheelchair?
No, I would do crutches. Eventually I got on crutches, but it was the city of Chicago.
Yeah,
so you had to walk
there.
everywhere and do shit. But anyway, I was just trapped in my room, and I lived above a Jimmy John's and right by a Papa John's. So it's just pizza and sandwiches, and I gained it all back. And it was the most that I felt alive in my life.
I love this fat origin story.
I was fucking miserable, Brittany. The the cushions
Yeah.
on my crutches would break all the time. And I'd go into a Walgreens, so it'd just be having metal poles, and I'd be slipping and sliding all over the place. If you've ever been on crutches, you'll know if you go to a restaurant, like say you go to Chipotle,
Okay.
you have to get a drink, right? You get your drink.
Absolutely.
But when you're on crutches, there's no way to carry
You
it.
need cup holders.
They need cup holders. So what I would do is I'd fill a drink halfway and then carry it with my mouth. Until I could get it. Oh my God, it was insane. And so I was gaining all this way back, and I was like, oh my God, Dylan, this is so sad, but you feel alive. My building, I lived on the second floor. It was like a big second floor. But, so my building, there wasn't elevators. So I would have to crutch up and down the stair. Or whenever I wanted to get, in the beginning, I would just have to sit my way up, like one step at a time, and my hands would be all like dirty with all these fucking shoes coming in. And so I had to do all of that. Then I learned I could do it with crutches because I started to get like agile. I could like snap. I was a crab, like a snapping turtle. What are the like scorpion pings?
Yeah.
I hit them together. I fuck with my roommates. Not my roommate, but like my friends. I'd get their shins, and then. Yeah, so you just got really good with crutches, but I had to like crutch up and down all these stairs. It was the most miserable I've ever been in my life, and I gained back all this weight that I'd spent so long trying to lose. And holy shit, did it like change my brain forever in terms of like, I don't know, because sometimes I got this, a lot of times when I was fit for a little bit, I felt more insecure about my body than I do about it now.
Yeah.
I still have insecurities, of course, but like I was way more worried about like, because I was insane in like macros, and like I would beat myself up if I,
Couldn't do it.
yeah, it's a lot. But yeah, that's my weight food experience.
Dude, I've just been trying to do this thing called intuitive eating.
What's that?
Dude, it's a crazy concept. Never came across my mind. But it's like you eat when your body needs to, and then you don't. And the biggest thing that's helped me is like asking why I'm eating. So then like if it's like emotional, it's like I actually have to deal with my emotions. I can't eat to feel better.
Interesting.
But yeah,
That's hard to like.
It's hard
ask
to do
when you're in that mode of like being hungry or like.
Yeah, and it sucks because like you can binge and it feels so nice. It feels so nice to just eat like a box of cookies and just feel good. It's like ugh. But then after I just get upset with myself. So I'm like, let's just fix this. And it's like I was always told by people like just eat when you're hungry and stop when you're full. It's like it doesn't work like that, bitch. I can't stop. But it's like just asking myself before.
So they advise you like you're gonna before you eat.
I'm not done with the book yet. Just to be clear, I have no idea how this.
All right, let's just improv the rest of it.
Okay, let's improv. Okay, this is what my therapist told me to do.
Okay.
Is, my therapist said, read this book, and this book has the answers.
Yeah.
Haven't finished the book.
I haven't finished the book at all.
Okay, but from what I gathered, respect your fullness is something they say, and honor your hunger.
Wow.
And then there's like 5 other things, and I don't remember any of it right now.
That's insane.
I know.
That's really good advice, though.
Yeah, and it's like, ask why you're eating before you eat. So let's say Brittany's mad or sad or something, and I come home, but I just had dinner, and I want to binge on something before. I'm just like, why am I eating? Am I dealing with something or like emotionally that I should address? Am I stressed? And so like then instead of doing that, I do something else that makes me feel good and comforts me still.
That's good.
I don't entirely understand it, and to be fair, I did eat animal crackers today covered in the good icing and like finish the bag, but
Oh, those are great, though.
I know those are you can't stop once you start.
Yeah, and what's to be said about like some of the benefits of like just eating animal crackers?
Sometimes a bitch wants animal crackers, and I'm gonna do it occasionally, but I'm gonna respect my fullness more and not go past it.
See, I just try to push the limits each time I eat. Look at it like Everest.
I used to have just entire Domino's pizzas to myself. Because
Ooh.
I lost like 40 pounds, no, 60 pounds
Wow.
in from
That's a shit ton.
2019. Yeah, do you want to see the old Britney? Let me find my phone.
Yeah.
Or I'll show you after, actually, because
Okay.
I can't find it. But yeah.
So you lost a bunch of weight.
Yeah, because I was super depressed with PTSD and just wasn't dealing with it. So I would eat and like, I'm not someone who has I eat fairly healthy. That's just the way I like to eat.
Mm.
But I didn't have,
Same.
but I don't have a backbone to say no to Domino's and stuff when everyone else is like, why don't we get Domino's? But then it's that every day of the week, and then it's me binging because I want to feel happy. Then I got dumped.
Ooh.
And I realized quickly how much I had let myself go in college too. I was like, ah, shit. So I started working out and feeling happier about myself in life.
That's fucking great.
That's the longest story on earth. I feel like it took forever to tell.
No, I went on that fat crutches thing for felt like 30 minutes.
Then I went way too opposite and got underweight. And now I'm at
Like overcorrected?
Yeah, it was like, yeah, like during COVID, I got severely underweight for the beginning of it. And then I gained back.
So that was like the tail end of you like doing all this crazy workout diet stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was like the end of me like restricting, and then it was just binge and throw up when you want.
That shit's hard. Hey, I have a challenge. You know how
Yeah.
people do like weight loss challenges
Yeah.
sometimes? Let's try. Okay. Whoever can get closer to the other person's weight first wins. I try to get down. I try to lose hundreds of pounds. And you try to gain hundreds of pounds. And whoever, I don't know what that magic number is, but whoever hits that number, they win.
They went,
We can Freaky Friday ourselves.
oh my God.
And I'll get like,
Should I
I'll
Photoshop
dye my
our
hair and
faces
stuff.
onto each other's bodies?
Yeah, and you have to get a weird neck beard.
I'm going to start wearing black t-shirts.
Oh, I love black t-shirts. You know what my goal is?
What?
If I ever get rich, it's just like Steve Jobs, like 10 black shirts, 10 white shirts, and that's all I have in my closet.
I want to make the black shirts for the rich people.
Yeah.
I want to have the black shirt brand.
They're true black shirts.
Yeah.
You know? Those, because like I get like Kirkland. That's my...
There's different shades of blacks out there.
Mm-hmm. Some blacks are more blues.
That's true. And some are more purple.
Yes.
There is like this paint that they sell on one website, and it's like the most black paint you can buy. It's like $25, I think. I want to buy it so badly.
I've heard about this.
I saw it on TikTok.
It's like something is literally not there. That's how black it is.
It's so cool.
It's like a hole.
It's literally as dark as it gets.
Wow. I was planning... I know that it's not good to do blackface, but I wonder if, like, true blackface is acceptable. Because that's blacker than any black person. Is the blackest black...
Okay, if you painted yourself all in that, though, like, not even, like, not to impersonate someone, but just to to paint yourself all black, do you think you would disappear?
Wow. Well, because we're talking... Okay, so we're talking about, like, the blackest black that has ever been invented.
It's like...
Like, universe black.
I just think it would be fun to, like, do that at night and see if you could successfully hide in public.
You could. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. Especially, like, if you were in a shadow a little bit.
Yeah.
Wow. That's interesting. Let's try to do that. We could also, you know how like those people with the chalk?
Yeah, because people paint
stuff?
themselves silver and stuff, but I just want to disappear. I'd like literally like want to see if I would blend. Like, if you got into a gutter and try to be very visible, they wouldn't see you.
Right.
I feel like camo also works too, but Camo also that doesn't make you blend in.
It doesn't. I think if anything, it makes you stand out more.
Camo makes you look like you're a redneck. Camo doesn't make you blend in. It just makes it look like you fuck your cousin. Like, that's all it does.
Although, when you and I wear camo, it looks pretty good.
I know. I mean, we're the only, obviously. I feel like this is suffice. Do you have anything else you want to say?
Yeah, if I could just plug something real quick.
Yeah, plug everything.
So I have a set on television. It's called Lights Out with David Spade. Hey, it was my first TV set, and if you could leave a couple dislike and negative comments, I really need some controversy in my career because nothing's happening.
It will be linked below, and
It will be, yeah.
if you click on it, maybe we can. David Spade.
And a lot of people, a lot of people ask me about the set. They say, "Oh, Dylan, like, do you only do fat and gay comedy? Are you just like a one-trick pony?" Yes. and I'll tell you what else. That was my first and only appearance on television, so cherish it while you can.
You heard it from here first.
Thank you so much for having me, Brittany. That was really fun.
Thank you for coming on. I'm so happy.
Have you told them about your steep fucking dangerous staircases?
Every episode, yeah, it's the abortion machine. It's the only legal one in Texas.
It's the abortion machine, as in the woman's gonna die too, because that is a far drop. You should video the stairs one of these days so they can see.
They get that. I'm gonna leave it a little mystery, and then once I hit 1,000 subscribers, they can.
Then the reveal of
I'll reveal it eventually, bitches.
Of the mountaintop.
Okay. Well, I love you.
I love you too. This was so weird. This is such a weird way to end it.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.